Hey everyone, and welcome to Excel for Awesome Peoples. Today's episode is all about text functions, the secret weapon for manipulating and transforming text in your spreadsheet. So let's jump into our work and start the video. See here, in this A column, we are having some employee's name, and these employees' name are not specific. They are written in an unspecified manner. Let's say they are written in uppercase as well as lowercase. We have been given some challenges in these cells, which we are going to perform right now. So the first challenge, that is, can you please convert all the employees' name into uppercase? Yes, we can. That is using the upper function. The upper function converts all the text into uppercase, that is into capital letters. Now, closing the parenthesis, hitting the enter. See here, we have completed our first task and we have completed everything into uppercase. Now let's move into the second challenge, that is, can you please convert everything into lowercase? Yes, we can. For that, there is a function called is equals to lower. Hit the tab, click on that cell which you want to do lowercase, close the parenthesis, click enter. See here, we have converted everything into lowercase. But mark one thing, in both the cells, there are spaces remaining. As the spaces remaining inside this cell, these spaces are still remaining here as well, which we are going to do in this challenge 4. First of all, let's jump into challenge 3. That is, you're converting into proper function. So let me explain what is a proper function. Proper functions is just like this word written, proper. The first letter here is capital and the rest are smaller. Similarly, it will convert a text first letter as a capital and rest will be the smaller. Let's say is equals to proper, hit the tab, select that cell and close the parenthesis. Hit enter. See here, we have converted everything into proper case. There is a difference between these three cells. Now that we have completed our third task, let's jump into the fourth one. And we have been asked that, can you please cut off all the spaces remaining in the cell of our employee's name? Yes, we can. There is a beautiful function called trim that cuts all the spaces before or after a text. That is equals to trim. Hit the space. Now click on that cell, close the parenthesis, hit enter. See, we have completed our fourth challenge, but there is a difference. If we are using proper function, that proper function is only doing one thing, that is converting everything into proper. If you are using trim, then trim is going to do just cuts off all the spaces, but they are not doing both at a time, which we are going to do here in our next challenge. That is combining both the functions in order to create our requirement. That is equals to proper. Hit the tab. Now see, inside the parenthesis of proper, I am going to write the another function called trim. Clicking the tab, click the cell which you want to do the operations, close the parenthesis for trim, again close the parenthesis for proper. Now click enter. See here, we don't have spaces as well as we have converted it into proper case. So now the work has been done. So now the question arises, can we use trim before proper? Yes, you can. It is not mandatory which you use first. You can use any one of them. So write it is equals to trim, hit the tab, then proper, again hit the tab, click on that cell, close the parenthesis for proper, again close the parenthesis for trim. Now hit enter. See here, we don't have any difference between these two cells. We don't have any difference between these two cells. Similarly, now we can move on to the second challenge. Let's let me write the first name, Rahul. Hit enter, Control E, there we go. Now let's move on to the next challenge, that is combining first name and last name. There we go, using the function called concatenate. Now concatenate, what it does is, it is going to take two inputs and combine both of them. Let me show you. Concatenate, hitting the tab. So you have to give the first input, and then you have to give the second input. Close the parenthesis, hit enter. See here, we have combined both the cells, but there is a little problem. We haven't specified a space between both of them. See here, now we are having a space between our first name and our last name. Now the last challenge comes is, can we combine three of them at a time? Yes, we can combine proper, trim and concatenate at a time. But before that, let me do some trimming here. Let me add some spaces here. Not here. At Tanvi, at Payal, at Kansi, Bhumi. That's it. And let's do for Rahul as well. There we go. Let's see how we can do that. Similarly, as it is written in this column, as it is written in this proper, trim and concatenate, similarly just simply write this is equals to proper, hit the tab, then trim, hit the tab, then concatenate, again hit the tab. Give the first input to concatenate, give the second input to concatenate, and close the parenthesis for concatenate, again close the parenthesis for trim, again for proper. There we go. See, we have sorted all the spaces, as well as we have converted into proper case, and we have joined both of them. But there is similarly a problem, that is, we haven't specified a space between the first name and the last name, which we are going to give. Inside double quotation, we will specify that a space should be given after the first name and before the last name. See, Excel what is doing, it is giving me a space between first and last name. So in this way we have completed all our tasks. I have given the practice file where you can practice everything in the description box. Go and practice it, improve your skills. Thank you.